Hello, my name is Ray Rodriguez. My first piece I'll be playing is Snowduka by Jeremy Collins. It is part one of a three-part suite, and it tells the story of Snow White that was originally told and published by the Grimm brothers. So it's a lot darker than the Disney's interpretation. It has a lot of gruesomeness and hate that the Disney one doesn't really have. It starts off with a queen who wishes for a daughter. She wishes upon a star for Snow White and then eventually has birth to her, gives birth. Um, 9 years later, she asks this magic mirror who's the fairest in the land and ends up being Snow White. So, out of jealousy, she hires a hunter to chase her into the woods, kill her, harvest her intestines so that she may eat it and become the fairest in the land. Um, the hunter, being a sane person, decided to let her go and then just tell the queen that he killed her. Snow White then runs into a forest and eventually comes across the seven dwarves who take her in, and after many years, she grows up to be Snow White as we know her in the Disney film. After many years, the queen asks the mirror again who's the fairest in the land, and it turns out to be Snow White. Furious at this, she decides to go out herself and try to attempt to kill Snow White. She has three different attempts at murdering her, all of which are like very sneaky. Obviously, they have the very famous poisoned apple, like in the Disney adaptation. And yeah, so this piece is important to me. I first heard it my sophomore year in high school. Javier Hada came and played it for us, and it blew my mind at how beautiful it was. I mean, it's in a different tuning than a normal guitar. It's very dark and gloomy, but it tells a story, and I'm hoping to do that today. And thank you very much. For my next piece, I'll be playing Queen Elizabeth's Galliard. This piece was published in 1610 by John Dowland, who was a renowned lutist and composer. This piece is in honor of Queen Elizabeth, but it was published 7 years after her death, so I'm not 100% sure why that's the case, but it is interesting. It is a Galliard, which means that it's in triple form and it's upbeat, so basically a complete opposite of the piece you just heard. It was usually played within the court to entertain the queen and her guests, and yeah, again, this was originally written for lute. And I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed.